Okay. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Sam Harbin.
I'm Coach Axe.
And I'm Kevin McMillan.
That's right. The three amigos are back, and this is BKTV.Live. We're here live in Pryor, Oklahoma, as the running back will have the ball, and he'll be dropped for a short gain. And the Comets lead 14-0, and we have 10:20 left in the half. We'd like to thank you guys for being patient, and we'd like to thank you guys for watching and enjoying it. We'll try to catch you up as much as we can as play resumes. Comets had the ball. They won the toss and deferred to the second half. Got the Coyotes to go 3 and out. As the play resumes, going to hand back off to his running back, and in the backfield again for a loss.
That's Davis Govert. Good job, Davis. Davis Govert from the right tackle
Govert
side.
on that tackle, so it's going to make it 3rd down and goal.
What a great job by Davis Govert.
So we're going to have a timeout by the Coyotes, so we can go ahead and catch you up. We are in Pryor. We are calling them Coyotes. They are celebrating 100 years tonight, and they used to be called the Coyotes back then before they were called Tigers. The field is decorated. They have 100 in each end zone. The helmets of the players have the number 100 on the side. So they are definitely enjoying this time. But also your Comets got the ball after they were going 3 and out almost. It was 4th and 3. The Coyotes went on a penalty for us as too many men on the field, made an automatic first down. 2 plays later, the Comets did a reverse, or a crossbuck. No, it was an inside screen, Coach. An inside screen, and they took it to the house for the score. Then back and forth to go into the – as we're going into the first quarter, going into the second, Comets had the ball 4th and 9. Ran a reverse and walked right into the end zone. Caleb Alves did, and he scored, making it 14-0. Now here we are, 3rd and goal, ball on the 4-yard line. The Tigers are trying to punch this thing in, and I see them going to Constantine, Coach, on a pass. No, they're going to hand it off to the big running back. He spins, and he will fall in. Yes, he will fall in. On the carry is going to be number 27, Matt Doyle.
Phil Bullslayer.
Matt Dale, I'm sorry.
Missed him in the backfield.
Yes, he did, as the Coyotes will get on the board.
Phil Bullslayer, middle linebacker, just missed him. He had the gap and came into the gap pretty quick and just missed him.
And I think we're going to see the swinging gate here.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting how they do this here.
It is, actually. I've never been a fan of the swinging gate, but when it works, it looks really good.
He can actually snap that football all the way over to number 22, I think.
Yes, he can. And Dale's trying to throw that ball, and he's just going to be crushed by the Comets. And that play went nowhere. And the Comets stop him, and it will be 6-14. Pryor is now – again, Coach, that swinging gate, like I said, when it works, it's really nice, but when it doesn't, you get that.
Well, and it's, they try and play the numbers game, so they check to see where they've got the most defenders lined up, either on the offensive line side, which is the gate side, or where the center is. And they actually ran that quite a bit against Memorial, quite a bit. And you can see that center snap the football from the middle of the field almost to the numbers. He'll snap that football almost halfway across the field. It's pretty amazing.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Like I said, if it works, it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, it's like it's feast or famine, so to speak, almost.
Well, they did really well. I mean, Memorial didn't cover it very well.
Well, the Comets were able to do it.
Oh, there's the psych out kick. They had that last year. I remember that last year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Remember we talked about that, where they did the gang up, everybody run up to it, and then –
psych.
Yeah. And this one's going to go to Alves, as he will get it at the 6-yard line, and he's looking for a block. He's trying to get outside. He cuts back inside, makes a man miss, and he's going to get the Comets in good field position about the 32, 33-yard line. On the tackle is going to be number 47. That's going to be Trent Bryant for the – So the Comets have it 1st and 10. They go from left to right now. Second quarter, 9:35 left in the half. Your Comets lead 14-6. As the offense is finally getting on the field, and it's another formation. Man, the coach is really pulling all the stops out of the bag, ain't he?
Yeah, for sure.
And McMurray has it. He throws it quick in the flat. O.C. Walker has it. Makes a guy miss. Nobody. Yes, he does. Still on his feet. Spins. Is going to be brought down. And they almost take the ball from him, but O.C. will pick up 13 on that play. Will be first down Comets. And again, the football loose, Coach, just like we talked about.
Protect that football. And
Got it.
Just a great effort by O.C., to break a couple tackles, get that extra yards for the first down because he didn't catch it. He caught it within the sticks.
Yes, he did. So 9:20 and counting here in the half. Comets going to give it to Bolton. Bolton's trying to turn it upfield. He bounces outside, and it's a foot race to the corner, and he's going to get there and finally pushed out of bounds. Pushing him out of bounds is going to be number 25. Max Jordan pushes him out of bounds. Bolton will pick up 3 on that play. It'll make it 2nd and 7.
Bolton averages 7.2 yards per carry. Coming into tonight's game, he'd had 71 carries.
No, he's huge in this game.
Yes, he is.
His speed in this game is really key.
His speed in this game is exactly what I was telling you about, Coach. If he ever turns the corner, just outruns. As McMurray steps up, he gets it over to Middleton, and Middleton will be no gain. He may lose a yard. On the tackle is going to be number 47, bringing him down. Trent Bryan brings him down for no gain, actually a loss, so it'll make it 3rd and 8.
That was a pretty good pickup by that linebacker there.
Yes, it was, because if Middleton could have got around him, it'd have been another first down. And another trips look over to the far left.
Oh, we got quads over there.
Yep, McMurray gets it. He's back to pass. He rolls out. He's looking to throw, and he airs it out for.
Oh, pass interference.
And they're not going to call pass interference. They're going to say the feet got tangled up. And it was intended for O.C. Walker, so it'll be 4th down, as you can hear the chagrin of the parents. So the Comets will be punting this one away. And I think we're going to get a timeout by the Coyotes here because I don't think they like what they saw. Coach, both the teams have been burning through timeouts. This is the Tigers are actually out of timeouts now. I should say the Coyotes, they're out of timeouts right now.
Yeah, I think they're just seeing things that, they weren't expecting to see, or they just don't have the correct personnel or the assignments that they're set up. It just seems like they're just not – their game plan is not being – is being challenged right now and having to call timeouts to get things figured out. This is a good team they're playing against, so they've really got to make sure they've got things set up the way they want them set up. But, I guess the game plan is just not going with what they thought they were going to have playing against us because we're showing a lot of different things tonight on offense, that they definitely didn't expect and probably didn't see on film. Because just a lot of different things that we're doing. We go out in a series there where we're throwing the ball like crazy.
Yes.
We're throwing the ball almost every down in that last series. And they're used to seeing us running the football. So, I like the way coaches kind of mixing things up and doing some different things tonight to see what we can accomplish against this defense. This doesn't have a lot of speed. Again, I can't emphasize it enough of what a benefit it is for us to have the kind of speed that we have.
Well, believe it or not, Coach, not to cut you off here, we're going for this.
All right.
4th down and 9.
All right.
4th down and 8, and the Comets are going for this. Oh, and we're going to have the quick kick. Nope, and we're going to – did somebody jump offside? I don't see a flag, or is there a timeout? Nope, Comets called a timeout. And the Comets have just burned – another timeout, so they have one left. You know what? This is almost like a chess match, like you said, where in basketball do it. They call a play, they go out and see what kind of defense is going to be, so then they call a timeout and regroup and call another play to counteract that move. But it's almost kind of like that's what we're doing. But do you think we're going to go for this?
Well, I'm glad we called the timeout. I'd rather just punt the football than do the quick kick myself. That's just my personal preference. That way we get them deeper and don't let because the key is not to let them score before the halftime.
Yes.
So, we need to. The part of the chess match is that we need to get. If we need to give them the football, we're going to give them the least advantage possible of giving them the football, and that means giving it a punt and getting down there and covering the punt.
Yes, folks, we just want to let you know BK students raised $778.33 in our homecoming week coin drive at St. Francis of Assisi Benefit Trust Fund. That is amazing. The students raised almost $800. That's awesome work right there. That means you put some work in. $800 by the students for homecoming, nonetheless. Then you put these kids to work, man. They bringing in that much money. They can tell them, hey, go and get the money for this stadium and finish this thing. We are going to go ahead and punt this away. And he has a nice twirling kick. We're going to be fair caught by Considine, and he will bring it down at about the 27-yard line. They use this guy, man. By the time this game is over, that guy probably needs what do they say, the ice bath, then a steam bath, and then a massage to go behind that. And
cryo.
What is that cryo unit
Acupuncture.
where he can lay inside and get the pure oxygen.
Cupping.
Because they put that man to work. They use Considine to death. He's actually going to
cramps up tonight.
He's going to be covered by Collins right now for number 12. As he's going to be back to pass, and they're looking, and he's going to step up in the pocket, and Barkley misses him, and he's trying to get to Considine, but he's going to be thrown down, and the quarterback is not going to be sacked. Well, let's see where they spot it. Yes, he's going to lose a yard, so it will be considered a sack. Wolfslayer with the sack. A sack of a yard, so second down and 11, and you can just see Barkley laid on the ground, and we're going to have Go Comets, Shelly Long, Pryor on your centennial. Yes. As Shelly Long checks in, we greatly appreciate it. We know she's always usually the first one. Somebody beat her, game one. Somebody beat her. But she hadn't been beat since now. She'd make sure she's always first.
So they tried to get it to number 12 on that last play.
Oh, yeah, they did. They did everything. And they give it to the running back, and Elijah Jarbo and Montrell Cozart, they're waiting on him, and Jarbo will pick up the 1 yard loss plus 3 more. Will make it 3rd down and 6 or 3rd and 7. For the Coyotes here.
The center for Pryor seems to be a little stressed. The first snap this series was low, and that one was high.
The quarterback, I noticed, he squats. So I guess the center doesn't have to shoot it so high. He squats down, actually. But if he does do it high, he's going to have to jump for it. That's just a straight bullet as he's going to Considine and in and off the hands of his intended receiver. And I'm telling you, Coach, you're right. Considine, they go for him every time. And his 4th down on the coverage was going to be number 12 for the Comets, Stephen Collins. And it was just great coverage.
Yeah, and they tried to run a screen with him a minute ago, or that earlier play when we got that sack by Philip Wolfslayer. So they send the slot receiver in to block one of the D-backs, and then they send Condon in on like a dig route or a curl route in order to catch the football and then go outside that block. So we had that covered pretty well, and then we had some pressure on the quarterback, which is what we've been counting on a lot tonight.
And that punt was end over end. It takes a bounce, and it's going to roll all the way to the 36-yard line. So the Comets, again, with decent field position.
Well, that's just a great job by the defense. And a good call by the coach to punt, to knock them deep, and then we get the football back. And let's get going on offense here, with maybe a little bit more ground game.
Yes.
And see if we can get the football going down the field.
And Coach, you said a ground game. Last week we tried ground game all the first half, and it just didn't do work for us. Second half we came out and got the ground game going. This time we're showing all kind of looks, and we've just been doing reverse cross bucks and everything else. So we'll see if it keeps it up. And he's going to give it to Bolton. Bolton is looking to cut back. He's going to have to turn the corner, and he will. And he just pushes guys along the way. Max Jordan on the stop, but see where they spot this. He turned the corner. He might have got a yard. And they're going to say he didn't get anything, actually. Nope. They're going to give him half a yard. Nope, you're going to say he got nothing, so second down at 10. Coach, I'm telling you, if Bolton would just turn the Jets on and turn that corner, this kid would amaze a lot more people, I'm telling you.
Defense did a good job of pursuing that time.
They did, but he has some wheels on him. And across the middle, almost to his brother. Tipped at the last second by Considine. And again, we called at 9. Considine tipped it at the last second because if he wouldn't have done that, McMurray would have been off to the races because he split the defense.
Pass was intended for 24, Cooper McMurray. Third down and 10 upcoming for the
So the Comets in a long third down as they tried to run the first play around the corner to the short side of the field. Didn't work. Flares a man out in motion. He's back to pass. He's looking across the middle. Inside screen again. Still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down after a short gain.
complete to 29, Jack Griffin.
Jack Griffin on that carry. In on that tackle is going to be number 81 for the
81
Tigers, Gus Collins. So it's fourth down and about make it 7. Comets will be punting this one away.
For Kelly.
Well, Pryor's defense is on fire right now.
Yes, they're starting to pick it up. And it's almost time you would think that the Comets start locking it down and just start shoving it down their throats to see how they handle that. You know what I mean? Man, that punt was on the ground, but no real rush, and he gets a good one off away from Considine. And it's going to roll past him. He picks it up with one hand about the 18-yard line. And Considine, this kid's a load to bring down. He just basically lowers his shoulder and just say, okay, drag me down, because he knows he's not going to outrun you. You know what I mean? So he just lowers his shoulder and just takes the hits.
Well, we've got to get some push up front on the offensive line. You know, and so we get some push up front on the offensive line and get a little more establishment in the run game. You know, I haven't seen Coach really do where we pull the guard and the tackle.
Yes.
So we're pulling the guard and the tackle from the backside, getting upfield. You know, maybe try that. You know, take a look at that and see if we can get that going downfield. So we got quads over here.
Yeah, we got quads. And he's going to Considine, and he throws it out of bounds. He let him out of bounds, and it's basically almost just been the Considine show. Every play pretty much is going to that young man.
Stephen Collins is a sophomore. I mean, he's got his work cut out.
Oh, he does, but
But
he has the size. He doesn't have the width that Considine has, but he has the height to match up with him. So he, like you said, Coach, he has his work cut out. He drew the short straws. He has his job cut out. So second down and 10 for the Coyotes here. Quarterback gets it. He drops back to pass again. He steps up in the pocket. All the room to run, and he'll be forced out of bounds. Miller with the carry.
does not have the first down.
No, they're going to give it to him. He's about a yard short, so it's 3rd and 1. You're right, Coach. But I think that Miller saw that before as the defensive ends rush up and curve in, and they leave a wide gap, and he just took advantage of it. So they're going to have to maintain their blocks as they rush up, but don't go wide, but go straight. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. To eliminate that wide open hole they leave behind. So the Coyotes 3rd down and 1, trying to make something happen here. And he gives it to his running back off tackle, and he's going to pick up the first down. Jarbo on the carry, and he will get 4 on that play.
Well, he found the hole. It definitely wasn't in the middle.
It sure wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't in the middle.
We had everybody stacked up in gaps in the middle. He just found a hole just outside tackle.
Well, one thing about him running, they have been able to get a little hole off the guard or the tackle, right between the guard and the tackle, just a small enough hole for him to squeeze through. So 1st down and 10, 5:27 left in the half. Coyotes get it, gives it to Jarbo. Jarbo again off guard, and he's going to pick up 4 on this play. On that tackle is going to be Woolslayer along with
he's limping.
Cozart.
Number 22 is limping off the field.
Oh, Jarbo, yeah. If they get rid of Jarbo, they have number 17 coming in to back him up, or number 27. Yeah, Garrett Mitchell will come in and play running back for him. I don't think Mitchell has the power that Jarbo has.
He definitely doesn't have the size.
Yeah. So he's back to pass. He's looking. He steps up, and he's going to be sacked. Montrell Cozart and Bryce Alonzo meet at the quarterback, and he's going to lose about 7 on that play. So it's going to make it 3rd and 12. So you do know they're going to you know who they're going to throw the ball to, right? It's almost kind of like we should know.
Yeah.
They're going to throw the ball to this guy. So 3rd and 12. The Coyotes need a first down. They're trying to get the Comets to jump. As he swap places with his running back, he drops back to pass. He throws a quick out in the flat, and it's going to be dropped. Intended for his tight end, number 81, Gus Collins. So 4th down, and the Comets will get him off the field.
He threw that behind and under.
Yes, he did. With 3:59 left in the first half, Comets get the Coyotes off the field, and the Comets have a chance to try to see if they can add to this score before halftime because they get the ball to start the third quarter.
Oh, huge. And going in at 21-6 at halftime would be huge. Huge.
So we wait for the snap here, gets back to it, and he angle. Oh, my goodness, this one is an angled kick, and it's going out of bounds, and it's going to hit at the 29 and bounce out of bounds at the 31. That wasn't bad. I mean, it hit at the 34 and went out of bounds at the 36. That's not bad. We'll take those 2 yards.
So the one thing I like about this field position is it's right in front of our window. And we've been getting it a lot, especially this hash right here.
Yes. Coach, I'm curious how we're going to come out now. Are we just going to buckle down and just start trying to see if we can run off tackle or just run right by him? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, look, we've got definitely have an overload on our left-hand side here. So if we're going to try and run outside zone and try and get Bolton up the field, no, we're going to keep it.
Yeah, McMurray would turn the corner. And
face mask. Face mask.
And we have no penalty for face mask. And
There
we're
it
going to
is.
get one now, but no, because they pushed McMurray all the way out of bounds.
Yeah, there we go. We'll take that one.
Well, that's 15 yards.
Yeah,
the face
that's a
mask.
15-yarder there. The face mask probably would have been 5.
Yeah, the face mask would have been 5 but he turned his head, so. So they're trying to get the call together here.
Did you say that was Paul Haney, side judge? Yeah, I know Paul Haney.
Nice. We have personal foul. We'll go against the defense. It'll be 15 yards added on. So we don't get the face mask, but we get the fact that they shoved McMurray all the way out of bounds. One of the defensive players, I'm not going to call his name because it's not worth calling, doing that to a young man. It was just a bad move. But the Comets will benefit, and they get the ball past they got past the 50 anyway. But now they're about the 44-yard line with 3:41 left in the half. He fakes the handoff to Bolton. He's looking, and he has a man going down, and it should be a penalty. Yes, and it will be pass interference. It will go against the defense as number 6. I mean, yes, that's going to be Middleton. I'm sorry, I said 6. It's number 5. Middleton would have scored on that pass. It would have dropped right in his lap, but the defender grabbed his jersey and held him up. So that'll be defensive holding. You know what? If I was the coach, I'd take that penalty. Don't give up a score. Take that penalty. And it's going to be 10 yards. And that's going to be automatic first down. So the Comets get another penalty gift from the Coyotes here.
Well, and I think that says a lot about what coach is thinking about Pryor's coverage right now.
Yeah, I mean
we definitely have a step on their coverage with our speedy receivers.
And it's a fake to Bolton, and he's looking for a man. He throws
Right
across the
there.
middle, and he just led Middleton, and Middleton right outside his fingertips as McMurray will get dropped after he let that one go. So 2nd down and 10, 3:28 left in the half.
Yeah, I think big number 52 got a little hit on him.
Yeah, he did. He laid a little lick on him, let him know that, next time I'm going to really try to bury you. And that was Brandon Ring, actually. So we have a man in motion. Gives it to Alves, trying to turn the corner. He cuts back inside, still on his feet. And they're trying to take the ball from him, but he will gain about maybe 5 on that play. We'll make it 3rd down and 5. This young man has a lot of speed. I remember he first went out for his first pass. He looked like he was a deer in the headlights, but, man, he has come a long way. He's come a long way. So 3rd down and 4, actually, for the Comets as we try to send a man in motion again. Crossbuck to Bolton. Bolton's trying to get outside.
That should be a first down.
It might be. See where they spot this. No, he's walking backwards. He might have gained 2 on that. Sizemore on the tackle. And it's going to be 4th down and about 3, maybe 2. Or did they give him a yard on that? Looks like we're going to have. I think the Comets are going to take a timeout here, it looks like. No, we had an official whistle, but I'm not sure what it was for.
It was equipment or something.
Yeah, I guess somebody's equipment wasn't right. So it's 4th down and 3, 2:33 and counting left in this half. And the Comets are going for it here.
Down and 3 upcoming for the Comets.
And do we have a flag? Did somebody call something? Are we getting? No, we're going to have a timeout. And the Comets are going to take their last timeout with 2:19 left in the half. 4th down and 3. Comets taking their last timeout. Neither team has a timeout left. And I know coaches always say you can't take it with them. I know they all say you can't take it with you, and you don't add on in the next half, so you might as well use them. But this is the first time in a long time that I've seen both teams burn them all in the first half.
Immediately.
Well, definitely the chess match aspect of it is getting into the coaches' minds, you know.
That drag across the middle has been there for the Comets. Sometimes McMurray has been spot on with his pass, and sometimes he's been a little excited because he sees his man breaking open and puts a little too much mustard on that hot dog.
Well, I mean, our receivers, they have a step on the defenders. You know, he's gonna tag one, and we're gonna score off of it. Any time in the second half, I can guarantee you that, because we do have open receivers right now, and he's gonna get that throw right on the money, and it's gonna be a big one.
So here we go, 4th down. Nope, we're going to bring in Stravosky. I like it. Stravosky will come in and will try to nail this one through the uprights.
Should be a chip shot.
Should be for him because he has quite a leg on him. High snap, gets it down, the placement, the kick is up, and it's in the middle. Yes, it is. Stravosky will nail it. So with 2:19 left in the half, Comets make it an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Pryor's doing a really good job hanging in on this football game.
Yes, they are. You know that 6 points look like they're really hanging around, but the Comets have been able to do pretty much what they wanted. Their defense has stepped up to their credit and gotten the Comets in some long situations. But that, like you said, that 6 points looks big. It really does.
I think, with Jake, maybe Jake will settle down a little bit more in the pocket in the next half. And like I said, we can connect on some of those receivers that are getting, vertical on their defenders, or the crossing route like you mentioned before.
Yes.
Or the drag route or post, whatever you want to call it. It's just coming across the middle and we're open. And that time Middleton was open when he threw that pass. I mean, all that stuff, coaches see that it's there. So they're taking note of that, and they're going to come back to it, and we're going to connect on something, and we're going to get a couple more touchdowns out of something like that. I can guarantee.
A play like that drag route that he missed Middleton on, if he'd have just put some air under it, he could have walked right under that and walked right into the end zone.
Oh yeah, he's got tons of speed, so it's just a foot race from there, and he's going to win it.
And he kicks this one right down the middle. Will curve over to the left side. It's going to be taken at about the 6-yard line. Comets trying to get an opening. He jumps over a guy, and he's going to have it at the 35-yard line. This is about the best return for the Coyotes here. Slayton on the tackle for the Comets. And they're going to Considine. Don't be surprised if they pump fake and send it deep down the sideline for Considine. That way, if he can't get it, it'll be knocked out of bounds. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They may try a couple of runs until, but don't be surprised if they fake the run and go straight after Considine.
Yeah, so he'll be lined up to our left.
As the Comets finally get set on defense, quarterback will get it, hands it off to his running back, and right at the line, he bounces outside of it, and he's got some room to run, and he actually stopped. He'll pick up about 13 on that play. Will number 27, Matt Dale, and he actually slowed down and waited to hit somebody, if you can believe that. While he was running, he slowed down and tried to wait to hit somebody. So right to the line go the Coyotes. He give it back to the running back, and he's not going to go anywhere. They might give him a yard. They're being pretty generous with that spot. He got stood up, and they're going to give him 2. Petted on that stop for the Comets as looks like
there they go.
Yeah,
the defense needs to get lined up.
The defense needs to hurry him get lined up because the Coyotes are already set. And they get the quarterback. He's back to pass, and he's looking for Constantine. Nope, across the middle.
Oh.
Will they call that a catch? He looks like he nailed it. He caught it.
Yeah, it looked like he caught it.
Sizemore caught that. So, oh, yeah, they're in the 2-minute offense right now.
So they take Montreal off the field. He's probably getting a little winded.
So 3rd and 1. I think they're going to run this. They bring in the big tight end again. And he's going to give it to his running back, and he's going to get it right up the middle. And he will have it. So the Tigers, I think everybody's calling them Tigers now, so we can quit calling them Coyotes.
Well, I heard the announcer say Coyotes.
Yeah, he's been going off and on. He's been going back.
Yeah.
He's been like Coyotes.
He must forget.
So here we go.
One way or the other.
They're going 2-minute drill here as we're under a minute. And we're going to have false start. You got to throw someone. Everybody moved.
Well, they for sure moved.
Everybody, yes, we're going to have false start, and that's going to back them up. And the Comets can use that to catch a breather. So there'll be a 5-yard penalty with 51 seconds left. The Coyotes are trying to punch this thing in as they get back up to the line here, and they better hurry up because, like I said, the Coyotes are lining directly up, and they're not wasting any time. And he's back to pass. He has some time. He's looking for the crossing route. Almost
Bad throw.
intended for Considine, but Middleton stood his ground, and he tried to one-hand intercept that. Would have been sweet if he could have pulled that one off. So 2nd down, 15. 43 seconds left in the half. Quarterback. He's back to pass. He has time. He throws deep. He has a man caught and touchdown. Man, right over our coverage. Somebody was a mix-up on the coverage, and he hit him right in stride. Pass completed to number 25, Jordan, for the touchdown. And, man, you can see that it was confusion because you had 2 defenders running stride for stride with each other as the receiver got by both of them. I think they're going to kick a field. Nope, they're going for 2 here to try to make it 14.
Yeah, we didn't, and the safety wasn't back there either.
That's what I'm saying. It was some confusion somewhere. As you have shifting going on, he gives it to his running back. Nope, the quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to walk in and get the 2. Drew Miller will get the 2-point conversion.
The zone read.
Yes, indeed.
Somebody's got quarterback on the backside.
So just like that, 36 seconds, Comets now lead 17-14. And again, blown coverage. That's what that was. Coach, now 36 seconds isn't a short time either. You can do some stuff in 36 seconds. I don't see them squib kicking this. I see them trying to kick this deep. And we talked about that 6 looking big, and that's why it looked big, because once they add to that score, now we got ourselves a ball game here. And they tried Constantine a couple of times, but then again, they nailed us on the deep one, blown coverage. And I'm sure they'll go in at halftime. We'll try to straighten all that out. And I've noticed the defense is doing a lot more talking. You know what I mean? Normally they just go out, line up, and go after it, but they've done a lot of talking this game.
I think the 2-minute drill, running the 2-minute drill by the Pryor offense kind of had us, probably was a factor in the confusion on the coverage of that touchdown play.
Now, does Constantine kick off all the time? Because he's now kicking off.
No, I don't believe so. But they definitely are going to onside this.
Yeah, they're going to try as if they can onside.
Interesting way to set the football on the tee for an onside kick.
Considine actually has kicked a field goal this season, however.
Oh, my goodness. The kid does it all, yes.
31-yarder.
Nice.
So
And he's kicking off.
We got hands team here on the return team. He's going to need to retrieve the football.
I don't see him. And they squib kick it. Actually, they do.
All right.
And the Comets will get it at the 40-yard line. Great return. Number 45, Slayton on the return. Comets will have it 1st and 10, ball on the 40. 33 seconds is a long time the way we've been able to move the ball.
Yeah, especially if we're going to air it out. So this is the time to check out those vertical routes, a drag route across the middle, to see what we can do. You got to have protection on the quarterback. And then so far we've had pretty good protection. But Jake, if we're going to throw the football, Jake McMurray's got to be on point for this particular series because I think we got an opportunity to score in the passing game.
I believe so. I'm with you on that one, Coach.
Again, Comets have no timeouts.
And they're right back to pass. And he's airing it out.
Oh, no.
And it's going to be intercepted. And that's going to put it on like a long punt. And one thing I noticed about OC, he was running, but he didn't try to make his way back for the ball. He kind of hesitated to see if he could out-jump him and pull it from him. That's one of the ones you got to go back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Jake just didn't have.
He didn't have the arm. He threw it too late.
Have the arm. He kind of threw it off his back foot a little bit. So you could just tell by the amount of air underneath that football. You know, it was so high up in the air. I wish I could hit a golf shot like that.
Nice. So here we go. 22 seconds, no teams with timeouts left. He's going to hand it off to his running back off the tackle. He spins. It's going to be, dropped from behind by Bryce Alonzo.
Let's go, defense. Get ready.
Dale on the carry, Matt Dale on the carry, and they go right back to the line.
Oh, they're going to spike it.
And they're going to spike it with 6 seconds left. Make that 5 seconds left on the clock. So you're not going to be able to do much with that. It's just Hail Mary time, actually. It really is. It's just Hail Mary time. So I'd back everybody up. You know what I mean? Back everybody up and just make the run because they're probably going to go Constantine this time, big time. And hope he's going to give it to his running back and see what they can do with it. And Matthew Dale is spinning all around, and Cozart has him. They're just going to hold him up, and that will end the half. Folks, interesting first half with technology and the game itself. But we are glad to be live and here in Pryor, Oklahoma as we are at halftime. Your Comets lead 17-14 over the Coyotes. We are going to go ahead and step away at this. Well, we'll have a quick overview. What do you think of the first half? Kevin?
I expected a little more in scoring from both teams, especially the Comets. The defense seemed a little more lackluster than I expected. So I'm hoping the Comets, especially like Coach was saying, can get those routes across the middle to connect better. I was thinking we'd probably be ahead by 2 touchdowns at this point.
All right, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, last year's score was 31-21, and I'm just looking back at that thinking, like, man, that seems kind of close.
Yes.
You know, it seemed kind of close last year. So, I don't know, this looks kind of similar to last year as far as the game goes. You know, I think that defense got tired.
Yes.
I think the defense on those last 2 series, or that last series in which they scored, we got tired. And that's when mental errors are going to start happening.
Yes.
Right? Mental errors in assignments and things like that are going to start to happen when you get tired, when you get winded. They were going a 2-minute drill. So, you know, it's play after play after play to try and get things going on. You know, I mean, we're going to have to come out of the locker room ready to go. Come out of the locker room where, you know, none of that matters anymore. We're not tired. We're fresh. We're ready to go. We're ready to get after it. Our minds are clear and no more mental errors.
Well, folks, that is it as we are at halftime and the Pryor Tiger cheerleaders are out celebrating and dancing right now, and the band will be up next. We're going to go ahead and take a break. I am Sam Harbin.
Coach Axe.
And Kevin McMillan,
This
you're
is
watching Comet Football on BKTV.live.
Hi, I'm Don Thornton, and we've been selling cars in Tulsa for over 50 years. And now Don Thornton Volkswagen is all about SUVs, Atlas, Touareg, Tiguan, and the long wheelbase Tiguan. That's right, Volkswagen is your SUV company. Well, wait a minute, Volkswagen was into SUVs before there were SUVs. Remember the VW microbus? Well, we now have 4 new models to accommodate every activity. Don Thornton Volkswagen is once again your SUV headquarters, and they're sold by people just like you at 43rd Memorial.
Turner. And now, the Pride of Pryor proudly presents Life's a Dance.
You know what I think this is more payback when they put in the playoffs and that bad thing happened. So they're probably just going to try to run the score from Wow, it's hard to believe that Jinx was 1 and 3, so that's
So this week on the Coach's Show, I've got Coach Trammell with me. Coach, tell us about, on game day, what's your role?
I sit in the box. My job is to look at the opposing team, how they're lining up to our offense, give suggestions, and that's really what they are, just suggestions to Coach Stepan and Coach Rupke, who are down on the field deciding what plays we're going to call. It doesn't make too much sense to you, but if a kid is lined up 6 inches to the left instead of 6 inches to the right, it makes a huge difference as far as what plays we were able to run, or the plays that we want to call to attack that.
That's game day, so tell us about the coaching you do with the lads during the week.
During the week, I try to hide from everybody. During the week, I'm in charge of the defensive linemen, do tons of drills with those guys to make sure that their feet are good, that they're able to tackle well. With the running backs, I don't do much. I just throw them the football and say, go run. And every once in a while, we'll talk about maybe getting a yard before you try to do some of the David Bolton goofy leg stuff. But that's really, just go through with the running backs, the defensive line throughout the week and making sure that they're prepared using our game plan and with some of the fundamentals that they need.
So how do you think the team have done so far in this season?
Been really lucky. They have been very, very lucky. We had a not great half in Collinsville, and they were able to come out and throw up 21 points in the third quarter. If they don't have that burst in the third quarter, we're in trouble. We haven't really been tested past McGinnis, so we'll see. We have a long season to go. We have a grueling district. If you look at all the other districts, there are 3 or 4 teams at the bottom of those districts that are just not very difficult to beat. And even our Memorial game every year is very, very physical. It's hard fought. There are things that can happen in that game that could end in us losing. Last year Skiatook finished 5th in our district, and I think they're 2nd or 3rd. They're gonna, that's where they've been. That's where the people have put them in our district for this year. So our district is just every week. So we don't really get those breaks.
Well, what we'll do, you mentioned Collinsville. Let's have a look at some of the plays from last week now.
Collinsville's quarterback, Duggar, drops back right here. We get good pressure on him from El Diablo. He throws it up. Jack Griffin playing center field picks that one off. He does that pretty well. Just plays back there center field looking to pick one off. Here we're going to turn around. We're going to hand it off to the mailman, Bolton, who forgets his mail bag there and lets it roll out of bounds, recovers it himself. He makes up for it here with this run, bursts through the line there for a touchdown. He had a great second half, struggled a little bit first half. He had a great second half of the game. McMurray's going to give a little pump. We thought we were going to do a little better here. He covers him. Griffin goes ahead and makes a catch and shrugs the guy off and walks into the end zone. Back to pass. Oh, it's tipped. I'll go ahead and catch my own pass. I'm going to go, oh, I forgot the ball, and Ryan Jeffries is your hero on this play. It's a good job pursuing here. Here's a brother-to-brother combo. Brother-to-brother combo right here. McMurray to McMurray. Strong hand. I'm going to go ahead and tuck that in for a touchdown. Oh! You have to block the big guy. The tree is falling. The tree has fallen.
So it's the Pryor Tigers versus your Comets. Over to the stadium now with Coach Axe, and first of all, the play-by-play voice of Sam Harbin. So earlier on this week, we caught up with senior Hudson Rucker, and we asked him what his role was in the team.
I'm an offensive lineman, so I play. At the beginning of the season, I played right tackle for the first couple games, and then for our third game, I moved to right guard. And then with an injury we had last week, I'm back at right tackle for this week. We're called the Rhinos, and we take a lot of pride in that. We love being called the Rhinos, and basically what it means is that we're a group of guys that work together, and we leave no man behind. It's 5 of us on the line at one time, and it's 5 guys playing as one. The Rhinos' goal is to make sure, obviously, that we keep guys off our quarterback, that we make sure Jake stays healthy for the season, and that we win games. The games they're won and lost with the offensive line.
Hud Rucker with tonight's Rhino Tough quote of the week.
Famous businessman Max Dupree once said, "We cannot become what we need to be by remaining what we are."
And now here's Ali McMurray with the rest of the sports news.
Welcome to the Comet Sports Update for Friday, September 29th. I'm Ali McMurray. The boys and girls cross-country teams had an eventful weekend as the JV girls and boys did not run at KU due to excessive heat. Apparently, they weren't as worried about the varsity teams because they did run, with our girls finishing 3rd overall. On the same day, BK teams ran at Holland Hall, with varsity boys finishing 13th and JV boys 4th. The JV girls team finished 6th. Both girls and boys teams traveled to the popular Chili Pepper Run in Arkansas tomorrow. In softball, BK enjoyed a convincing 14-1 home win against Okmulgee. Sophomore Brooke Niver, junior Caitlin Wisdom, and freshman Ellie Spielman led the team in hits and RBIs. Coach Begnall's team traveled to Claremore on Monday in their last game before playoffs. Our volleyball girls were in action last night against Bixby on senior night. In a convincing performance, the Comets overcame the Spartans, winning 25-12, 25-19, 25-20. Coach Wads and her team entertain highly ranked Mount St. Mary's at home next Thursday in their last match before regionals. Now you're up to date on all the Comet sports news. Don't forget, you can follow all things Bishop Kelly on Twitter at BK Comets, on Instagram and Facebook.
funny to hear all these high school have the college teams fight songs. Because, like, that's Notre Dame. And then Nathan Hale uses Michigan. Hail to the victor. Huh? Really? Central plays Wisconsin's fight song. Really? Didn't know that. You know the guy who invented that little tripod thing to hold the ball while you can practice kicking field goals? He only had to make, 32 of, maybe 32 for the pros. And once it caught on, you got every high school, every college. Now he's filthy rich now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we ready?
And good evening, folks. We are back live here at BKTV.live. I'm Sam Harbin.
1980 graduates, would you stand?
Folks.
The 1980 Pryor Coyotes.
And, folks, we have Pigskin Papa giving a shout-out. He says, go Comets, all the way from Pryor High School, stadium visitor stands. Big Papa did that a couple of weeks ago. He said a shout-out, and he was sitting in the stands. I love it. I think that's great.
Technology.
Yes.
Gotta love it.
Yes, indeed. Doing my shout-out from the stands.
All right.
Yes, indeed. So, folks, we definitely are back here. Halftime's almost over. Comets lead 17-14. First half, Comets looked like they were pretty much able to do what they want to do in the first quarter. Things kind of locked down on them in the second half as the Pryor defense stiffened up. Comets still able to move the ball, took a 17-6 lead. Then all of a sudden, the Tigers wound up getting a long pass play on a busted coverage by the Comets. And they scored, got the two-point conversion, and now we have a 14-17 game. And Pryor will be kicking off to the Comets. Comets will be going from right to left here if you're not able to watch but listen. As Constantine will be kicking this thing off as they have this, what do you call it, Coach, the sight kickoff looking?
Psych. Yeah, so we have to see how we change our kick return. We bunch everybody up in the middle and they don't kick it, and then we go back to regular kick return formation. So would like to see him kick that sometime.
Just to see what it looks like.
See what it looks like, what it can do, if it can do anything.
And Constantine will kick this. It will be short, and it'll be taken by Looks like Middleton. Nope, that's going to be O.C. Walker, and Walker's going to get it to the 40-yard line. And on the tackle is going to be number 21 for the.
So you know how we like to set the tone on defense if we win the toss.
Yes,
it's time to set the tone on offense.
All right, so O.C. Walker, you talk about setting the tone. He took that ball and he runs angry, if I can use that.
Yeah, that's for sure, man.
He runs very angry.
Well, he's not happy until he gets to the end zone.
And I agree with that, but, man, it's just very interesting to watch. First play for the third quarter here. We'll hand it off, cut back. Bolton gets an opening off the left side, tries to bounce it outside, makes the guy miss, still on his feet. Constantine has him and pushes him. Constantine pushes him into the stands, and, folks, he just runs over the head coach after Constantine pushed him after a gain of 12. And, folks, if I can explain to you, there is no sideline to get out of the way. These guys are like right. Here's the replay, as you can see, as he pushed him, and the poor coach just got mowed down. and I'm saying that half-heartedly, but they have no room to move. So when someone's coming, you just brace for impact. You can't get out of the way.
There's a wall of players behind him. He's not going to be able to get out of the way.
Yeah, McMurray's back to pass. He's looking, and he's going to throw this one away, and he drills. And we're going to have a flag. I think somebody
hit him.
Somebody hit him, but they're going to say the ball didn't go past the line of scrimmage. They throwing the fake on it.
The ball went past the line.
No, he's talking with the referee now, and they're trying to say it's an illegal forward pass. Not illegal, huh?
The ball definitely went.
Intentional grounding. I'm sorry. Yeah, they're saying intentional grounding. There was nobody in the area is what they're saying.
Okay, yeah.
So I said illegal forward pass. I'm so sorry. It's intentional grounding. Of course I know that. So because he threw it now, if he'd have thrown it at the feet of the defender, the receiver, it probably wouldn't have been so bad. But now they're mixed up trying to figure out where to mark this off. And I think they got it right now. There's a 5-yard penalty. And nope, it's a 5-yard penalty or a 10-yard penalty. Replay, it lost it down, so it will be second down. Second down and 20. That lost it down. It's kind of like the down was over anyway. So I never –
yeah.
It wouldn't it be third down? I've always wondered that. But I'm not going to wonder too much. And a screen to Bolton. Bolton doesn't have any blocking, so Bolton reverses field. Get by one guy, and he's going to get brought down. No, he gets by another guy after a block, still on his feet, and he's going to make up some of those penalty yards. He looked like Barry Sanders running 30 to get 2, but there's another flag on the play. So now what is this going to be? Normally, because he was zigzagging like he was, that's usually blocking the back unless it was a hands to the face or something.
Looked like it was after the play.
Yeah, so that could be personal foul. And if that's against the defense, that helps us out a lot. It wouldn't give us a first down, but, yes, personal foul. And I don't know who it's – they don't –
he's looking for the player.
Yeah, I think he is.
At our bench.
It's going to – so the Comets aren't starting this out right. They get a –
Man.
They get a good return, and it's going to be 15 yards, and they're still walking, and they're going to get it. So it's going to be second down and forever for the Comets. If they're able to get a first down out of this, that would be definitely a statement. You know what I mean? Because it's second and about 35. Well, they said 32.
Yeah, we'd really like to see them dig themselves out of this big hole right here.
I really would, too, to be honest with you. I'd love to see that. And McMurray's going to be sacked. Yes, he will be. He had nobody open as he moved up into the pocket, and it's going to be third down and forever. Carnes on the stop for the –
Well, it looked like he was looking to his left. I mean, there was a route coming down here, but it just seemed like it took a while to develop that route down the sideline.
And you're right, it did. It took too long to develop. So he was trying to find somebody down the middle of the field, and there was no one there. By the time he stepped up, it was too late. So they're just going to hand this off to Bolton on a safety, and Bolton's going to bring that down after a gain of about 4. So the Comets are going to get out of this series, and it was just a bad series. So now the defense are going to have to come out and, like you said, make a statement again to get these guys to go 3 and out. Brian on the stop for the Tigers.
Yeah, we've got to get better protection, better blocking up front.
Yes, but it just our receivers need to start getting open like they did the last time, because they were open all the first half, but they looked like they couldn't break away for anything. He gets the punt, and he gets into it, and it's going to be a nice punt. Going to hit about the 37 and go out at the 40.
Oh, man, number 7 just jacked OC to the ground after the play. And they don't throw that flag.
And, again, like I said, he plays angry, and I don't think that's going to help anything any.
No. I think that he's going to be upset for the next 10 minutes and a quarter.
Yes, and I really believe they will meet again, and I don't think it's going to be a good thing. And they might want to watch those two. Because remember, OC got into it last week, actually.
Yeah.
And we got a penalty. And the line tight end moves over to block to give it to his running back, and he's in the backfield, goes nowhere. Yeah. And they finally blow the whistle as Bryce Alonzo petted along with number 78, Goverick. They just stopped him on a yard loss, so it'll be second at 11. And it's amazing, if you watch these running backs run, they almost brace for impact when they see it coming. You know, most of them try to drop their head and run you over, but they literally slow down and just kind of brace to get hit. And You know, he's did it before when he had an open field. He was running. He saw someone coming. He actually slowed down and lowered his shoulder just waiting to get hit. So he's going to hand it back off again. And right there in the hole, Montrell Cozart will meet him and bring him down with the help of Woolslayer. That hole was wide open, and Montrell fielded quickly.
Oh, he got off his block. I mean, that's the thing is he got up on a block. He got off his block quickly and made that tackle. It was just a great job on Montrell.
So 3rd down and about 12 now.
Man, defense is fired up. This is what offense needs to feed off of this right here.
Yes, indeed. But we see how this goes now as they move the tight end to the left. And they're trying to get everybody to jump. No one jumps. So it's 3rd down and 12. Open. Folks are moving.
Yeah, they're moving.
We have 2 guys moving. That's going to be 5 more yards. As both offenses are falling apart at the seams. I mean, the Comets fell apart. Now the Tigers are falling apart. So that went from 3rd down and 12 to 3rd and 17 now. And it seems to be the night of lost cell phones, too. Just throw that out there. We've had the announcer announce 3 different times about cell phones being lost. Actually, what are they calling? Wait a minute.
What are they calling?
They're trying to say he had the timeout? Wow, they're saying he got a timeout call. Wow.
Wow.
That's interesting.
I don't understand that. There was no whistle.
No, 3 guys
until
moved.
they moved.
Yeah.
I don't believe
and
that.
And Coach Tapana is trying to understand how was this not a penalty, but now turned into a timeout. So the Tigers will get their first timeout of the half. So
we have to have a serious indication of a timeout.
Well, and you know, both players moved and everybody looked at each other. You know, everybody looked at each other like they knew they were busted, and then all of a sudden they walked it back 5 yards, and then all of a sudden they said no, they called a timeout.
I was watching the 25-second clock, though, and it expired, and there'd been no indication for a timeout.
Oh, okay, so that's what it was. The 25-second clock expired. So instead of 3rd and 17, it's 3rd and 13. So that's what it was. So good call, Kevin. Good call. That the 25-second clock had expired, and the coach caught it, but also, too, it should have been offsides. So things move on.
They moved before that.
Yes, they did. And he's back to pass. He steps up. He throws it deep. Nope. And it's going to hit the ground. Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Intended for Considine. Incomplete. So 4th down. He dove out for it. He tried to give it all he had. And even he's talking to the referee like, come on, you couldn't give me that?
He was standing right there. He saw the whole thing. Great job, defense.
So with 8:35 left in the 3rd quarter, both offenses kind of fall apart at the seams here. Both defenses stand up. And the Tigers will be punting away to the Comets. Bolton back deep. He's looking for the ball, and he keeps. This one goes off the side of his foot, and Bolton is actually running up to pick it up, and he does. Bolton picks the ball up while everybody else was standing around, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. The Tigers were all looking at the ball, waiting to down it, and Bolton went running down the field, picked it up, and got 20 more yards out of it. Man, talk about a heads-up play.
What are the referees doing here in the middle of the field?
They just said he couldn't advance it? So here's the replay as Bolton picks the ball up, and you can see him, and they're trying to – he gets pushed out of bounds by the kicker, but now the referees are trying to say the ball's going to be down where he picked it up, but the ball wasn't touched by anybody. That's a first down on the 19-yard line for the Comets. And I'm not sure why this is such a, discussion. Well, we'll see how it pans out because – that ball was live. Nobody touched it for Pryor. So the Comets picked it up and it advanced it. So it's on.
My understanding is you cannot blow a whistle on the play until the ball is touched.
So they're going to say, if they're going to say is,
and they're calling it down.
What in the world?
I don't know what happened there. You guys are just as lost as I am.
I don't know. We need a better explanation. I think
Here, as you can see,
right here.
Bolton goes and he picks it up at the 48-yard line. Yeah, it's a live ball. No one touched it. And then the referee, the head judge, basically said
Unbelievable.
the ball is down where Bolton picked it up.
Unbelievable.
That's what he said. The ball is down where Bolton touched it. It's down. Now, I can see if we were on defense and did that, but to be on offense, I don't understand. That one got me baffled. I might actually have to go Google that one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that one out.
And a quick pass to O.C. Walker. And Walker will be thrown out of bounds after a gain of about 4 on the tackle, number 25 for the Tigers. Be Jordan. At a gain of 4 to be 2nd and 6. Man, we've had some real interesting calls. These last 2 plays were very interesting.
There just seems to be some confusion.
Yeah.
You just have to get together for a live football that's picked up by the defense. It's clearly a live ball. I don't understand.
I think he was using the rules of a kickoff. You know how they said a kickoff is a live ball? And Bolton just lowers his shoulder and throws down and picks up like 6, maybe even 7. That might be a first down. And he runs over number 52, actually, Brandon Ring. He dropped his shoulder and just ran him down, and he got the first down from it. And I think he's explaining to Bolton why he called the ball where it was. But if I can expound on that, on kickoffs, if it's down, you get it, you can't pick it up and advance it.
No.
Kickoffs, but on punts you can. And I think he was explaining to Bolton how it works. And he's going to give it to Alves. Alves trying to turn the corner, and he's going to be met and brought down, maybe a gain of 2 on the tackle, number 32. Sizemore on the tackle. So it's going to be the Tigers, 2nd down at 8, and the Comets go straight back to the line here. This should be interesting. And he faked it and give it to crossbuck to Bolton. Bolton inside. He cuts back, and he's going to pick up about 4 on that play. On the tackle again is going to be Sizemore, 32.
It's interesting the Comets have regained momentum based on what the referees did, not based on what Pryor did.
Exactly.
So now, see this play, that crossbuck play is kind of a variation on what we were running last week.
Yes.
We're pulling the guard and the tackle on the backside.
Yes, we are.
We're pulling the guard and the tackle on the backside, and we're faking the jet sweep. So the faking of the jet sweep is something new that Coach put in because we're trying to get out on the edge this week.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to give that, and Bolton is going to keep it, and he's going to get the first down, eluding the first tackler, which is actually
number 27.
Number 27. See where they spot this. See where they spot this. They're the first down. Yes, they are. So number 27, Dale Matthew on the stop, and these calls have just waken up this Comet sideline, and the fans are just they are on fire. This is the most I've ever heard them cheer on a road game. So first down and 10 for the Comets, 6:15 left in the third. Going to give it to Jacob Bright. Bright's trying to bounce it outside. He cuts back inside, has some room, and he's going to maybe get 5 on this. On the tackle is going to be Constantine along with Sizemore. Let's see where they spot this.
Yeah, it seems to me maybe that punt had to go a certain distance. That's the only thing I can think of.
And I agree with that, Coach.
But it just doesn't make – I mean, if you kick it down here and it bounces like that and you don't call fair catch, you can pick up the football and run with it.
Very true.
What's the difference between –
the defense can down the ball by touching it, but if the offense touches it, it's a live ball.
Right. Yes, it is.
Yes.
So Bright will get it, and, man, he'll be met in the backfield and lose a yard on that play. Will make it 3rd down.
We just got manhandled on the line.
Yes, indeed. Right, number 58 was on the tackle, and that's going to be number 65, Samuel Shearer, was on that tackle. No, sorry, Trey Carnes, number 68, and he just jumped right in the backfield. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Curious to see what the Comets run here because they're in field goal range if you want to kick a field goal. But you want to take a touchdown. As Bolton will get it, he bounces around, and he's going to be just gain tackled by the Tigers. And it's going to be 4th and 2.
Comets are in 4-down territory, though.
I agree. I say you go with your jumbo package like they have been and just shove it down there. You know what I mean?
It's just really we're struggling on 3rd down conversions. I mean, 3rd down conversions just seem really difficult to get tonight.
And are we calling a timeout? Because the ref was waving his hand, so I guess we're live again. So here we go, 4:40 left in the third. Comets 4th down and 2, a long 2 actually. And they just going to get it.
We got it.
And that's going to be Bolton, and Bolton's going to have it. Yes, after a gain of 4. Or was that Bright on the carry? Let's see.
That was Bright.
It was Bright. Yeah, Bright, fresh legs in there, and Bright will get the first down for the Comets.
Should be able to get that, right?
Overload, no, you should. Overload. Helmet on helmet with extra helmets coming in to block.
Yeah, plenty of blocking there. And good job by cutting up the field.
Yes, indeed. So first down and 10. Comets have. He's back to pass, and we're going to have an illegal shift.
Yes.
Yep, and he can just throw that out in the way. He throws it in the back of the end zone. Wow, and it's almost brought in by OC, but we're going to have illegal shift. Yes, illegal shift on the Comets as he had.
I'm not sure why David Bolton, he moved forward.
He told Bolton to move, but he didn't let Bolton set. He snapped the ball right when Bolton moved up, he snapped the ball, so it was an illegal shift. So it's going to be, if they're going to replay the down, it's going to be first down and 15. Ball would be on the 15-yard line. And if they decline this, it'll be second down and goal because the ball is on the 10-yard line. Now, it'll be up to, Pryor to do this. If they don't, it's an automatic, 50. It's 5 yards and make it first and 15. So first and 15 for the Comets on the illegal shift or illegal motion as the Comets are trying to push this thing in. And I'm going to tell you right now, we score on this drive, man, these fans are going to go crazy.
Yes.
And McMurray's going to keep it, and we got another penalty. This might be holding, if not hands to the face. So we'll see what this call is with 3:59 left.
Will Considine on the stop.
Chop block. Oh, that's a 15-yarder, man.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, that's a 15-yarder. Chop block's a 15-yarder. That's not a good one at all. And, well, folks, if you don't know what a chop block is, basically if the offensive lineman is engaged with a defensive lineman and another offensive lineman not blocking anybody goes and takes that defender's legs out, it's considered a chop block, and that's a bad no-no because they're trying to save kid because that can mess up someone's knees if hit him right. And that's why they really penalize that one a lot.
Way back, we used to call that a high-low.
Yes, you're right, Kevin. You're right. It used to be legal. You're right. It used to be legal. It was called a high-low. You blocked them high and had somebody come in and clean them up low. But now it's first down and 30, first and goal, ball on the 30-yard line. So we can't get a first down. We have to score. So back to pass. He pump fakes. He rolls, and he throws it short.
Oh, get it.
And it's going to be it's going to fall short as OC was fighting back for it. He came back that time.
I know, and now I'm shocked that neither one of them got that pass, actually.
Yes.
I mean, it was up there for grabs for either one of them to get, and neither one of them got it.
Yeah, they both.
Is it windy out there? I mean, there's not a breeze whatsoever. The ball just kind of hung up there.
Well, I wouldn't think of it as 30 yards. I would think of 4 plays getting enough incrementally to get to the end zone.
Yeah, I think they were just going on playing just to knock it down, to make sure the other one didn't get it. You know what I mean? Oh, nice block by McMurray. Springs Alves. Alves will be forced out of bounds, but, man, McMurray got right in the defender's way to stop him from making that tackle.
Max Jordan with the stop.
He was forced out of bounds, so it'll be third down and about – ball's on a 26-yard line, 24-yard line, so third and 24. Again, we can, as you can see the instant replay here, as you can see him hold out, and Constantine spotted it, and McMurray just leveled him. He almost got him. That was Braden Parnell, and McMurray put his helmet on him and just made sure he couldn't make the tackle.
We got an open guy right here.
And he has a man wide open. Caught. No, he dropped it. It was intended. David Bolton went out for the pass, and he had him, but Bolton heard footsteps because he jumped in the air and kind of squished up to brace for shock, so to speak. So now, what do? We're going to go for the field goal, or we're going to punt this? No, we're bringing out.
Fade to the corner. Just go to either corner. I don't care which.
Zorowski on to attempt perhaps a field goal.
So Stravolski is out to attempt the field goal here. Ball is going to be placed at the 31. End zone is 10 yards deep. He's 7 yards back, so this is going to be a 47, almost a 50, close to a 50-yarder.
And Dalton can do this.
Oh, I know he can.
Oh, yes. Come on, baby.
And he puts the leg into it.
Get there.
And it's in there. It is. It's good. I told you he had the leg to do it. And Stravolski puts a 50-yarder almost through the uprights.
Wow.
But now the Comet defense really has to rise because one touchdown and an extra point, it'll be a 2-point conversion because they don't have a kicker, and they're up. You see what I mean?
Defenses seem to be
As
able
you
to
can
do
see,
that.
the kick.
Defense is giving offense lots of opportunities.
Yes, they have.
I don't really see that changing. I mean, defense has got to be fired up by this. I mean, this is every one of these games you got to win.
Yes.
I mean, the boys, they want to win the district championship. It would be a repeat from last year.
Yes.
I mean, it's every game like this is a must-win situation, and we know for Pryor it is because the year has not started off very well.
No, it has not for them. But, man, what a kick by Stravolski. That was about almost a 50-yard, at least 48. And, man, he had room to spare on that thing.
Oh, he did. It definitely crossed the point back behind where the post is for the goal post.
Shoot, he should be pretty pumped. That one should go to the end zone almost. And it does. And he drops it. And he picks it up with one hand. And again, you see what I'm talking about, Coach? He just basically braced for shock. As we have an injured player for Pryor, he's cramping up. Yeah, the tight end, 81.
He slows down like he's anticipating the hit.
That's what
instead of running through the hit, he waits for it.
That's what I was trying to say, Kevin. Thank you. That's where I was going with that. It's almost he slows up anticipating the hit instead of delivering the hit. So we're going to have a timeout for an injured player on the field. I believe he cramped up. He tried to get up and walk off, but he took 2 steps and was like, never mind. So, folks, with 3:29 left in the quarter, Comets lead by 6, 20-14. It was an interesting third quarter with should have been 3rd down and long that got called a timeout. And then they punt the ball away, and Bolton picks it up. As you can see, the injured player, he's down on his knees. He tried to get helped up, and he took about 2 steps and was like, thank you, but I'm going to go ahead and sit back down.
Yeah, again, I mean, a rule where the punt has to travel a certain distance before it becomes live?
No. It can go straight up. It doesn't matter.
That was a dead ball is what they called.
Yes, they did. He called dead ball.
I didn't see him wave his arm that he called a fair catch.
He didn't call a fair catch.
No, because he would have got a penalty for that because it's actually a penalty to call a fair catch and pick it up and run.
Exactly.
Because it's unfair to the defense that they slow up because you call fair catch and you pick the ball and take off. Actually, this might be a knee issue because they're not messing with his calf like he –
no, they were moving it around.
Yeah, they're moving it around like it might be a knee issue.
He looked like he was in some pain when they were doing that.
Well, we hope the young man is okay. We never like to see anybody hurt.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like he's going to roll back up. And he's going to.
Injuries are no good.
No, they're going to help him off the field here. And he's walking out, so it might have been a cramp. And he's putting some weight on it, and he's walking off, so that's good. So the Tigers will have the ball at the 19-yard line on their side, deep in their own end. Comets defense held them pretty good, but we now have to hold them again because we cannot let this team score until we score again. You know what I mean? Because we don't want to play catch-up because we've been leading the entire game.
The defense is going to have to step up here and shut them down. They've done an excellent job so far this half.
Yes, they have. So 3:29 left in the quarter. Comets lead 20-14. Quarterback's shotgun. He has his running back number 27, Matthew Dale, to his right. He's back to pass. He steps up in the pocket. He gets away. Nope, he's going to be thrown down, and we're going to have a penalty. And he's going to be sacked by Pettit.
Right there.
Yeah.
A holding call right there on number 72.
And you can see him kind of look at the ref like, come on, man, really? Now, the question is, do you take this as Comets? Do you take this?
That was Price Pettit on that stuff.
Yeah, it was Pettit. But, Cozart's been here everywhere all night. So
it's
the numbers starting to just blend in now. So the Comets will take this penalty, and why not? You bend them back deeper. You know what I mean? You take it, push them back further. Why not take this penalty?
Yeah, you look for this to pay off with some field position for offense.
Yes, indeed. So first down and 20 for the Tigers, and they're going to – so the quarterback will be in the shotgun. He's running back to his left. He looks the offense over. He has trips to his right. And he's back to pass. He's trying to flare it out. He throws a quick angle, and it's going to be – oh! Almost interception. Boy, what about Alves coverage on number 25, Max Jordan. Alves was right with him. He caught it, but he flipped him and knocked it in the air, and the Comets almost benefited off a interception there.
What a good save by Alves right there.
Yeah, Alves.
That ball was caught.
It was. That ball was caught.
Stripped it out of his hands.
So that's going to make it second down and 20 now.
Got to have strong hands as a receiver.
You sure do, because you can't just let him rip it out of your hands like that. Especially the ball. He put the ball where it had to be, too. Did Miller. So Miller gets it. He is back to pass again. He steps up. He throws another angle. Knocked down again. And this time it's going to be
same route.
Same route. Yeah, and that's going to be Collins knocking that one down. Oh, that's going to be Struble. I take that back. Struble's out there.
Well, last series, Comets shut down the run. This series, they're shutting down the pass.
Well, they like that slant because they try to flare the running back out, and when he's covered, he goes for that quick slant. And the Comets have been playing it really well. They really have.
Yeah,
They've been playing.
And we have the running back also covered. You can't throw it to the running back.
And he's going to hand it off. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. Barkley misses him. Middleton gets him, though.
Yeah.
Barkley hits him, and he drops him bounces off of Barkley, but Middleton will finish him up. And it's going to be another loss in that play, and that's fourth down. So, Coach, you were right, and Kevin, you guys were right. Taking that penalty pushes him back, puts more pressure on him. So now the kicker's really going to probably, speed it up to try to get it out of there because he's in his end zone. About the 5 yard, he's halfway in the end zone. After they get a quarterback sack for 2 yards. And this time, Bolton may get this. He calls fair catch. And he does.
Good job.
And the Comets will have great field position about the 40-yard line of the Tigers. 2:20 left in this third quarter. Actually, the 39-yard line of the Tigers. What a stand by the defense.
Well, now it's time to convert. Now it's time to convert your downs. Move the football.
Yes.
We're on and we're off. We're hot, we're cold. We're hot, we're cold. Then we're cold, cold, cold. It's just kind of been inconsistent as far as getting a sustained drive, getting it down the field. We get penalties. That stops the drive. We get when we're not throwing the football and we're getting covered receivers. We got to put everything together right here.
And they give it to Bolton up the middle. He has some blocking, and he will take that 8 yards, if not 9. Constantine on the tackle, and him and Bolton are overlapped each other.
Now, here's where you keep the mental errors in check right here.
Yes, indeed. I totally agree.
Because it is second and short, right? What do we got, about maybe a yard?
Yes, about a yard,
Maybe a yard. So this is where you keep the mental errors, errors in check right here and make some good plays.
And they're going to give it back to Bolton again. Bolton cuts back up the middle. He dances around, keeps his feet, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 8. And Comets will have it first down at the 21-yard line. 1:44. And as soon as they spot this and start the clock and counting left in this quarter.
So 2 times we're basically running our bread and butter play.
Yes.
Giving it to Bolton, pulling the guard and tackle from the backside, and letting him follow that train.
Well, I've always heard a coach say, is run it until they stop it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're going to have a quick pass out to make
go, touchdown.
It will be a touchdown. Yes, O.C. Walker got around his man for the score. And just like that, the Comets get a field goal, get them to go 3 and out, and then they punch it in. O.C. Walker got the pass. He had a big cushion from the defender, and he was able to just get around him and just outrun him to the end zone.
So it's a really good job by Coach to get the plays in quickly.
Yes.
It seemed like that offensive series had a really fast pace to it.
It did. They weren't taking their time. They were trying to move the ball.
But also the intensity of that series.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I mean, you get on the field, and you really got to take advantage of that field position.
Yes, you do.
Defense gives you a gift. You got to step up and make things happen.
So O.C. Walker, I told you he runs mad, boy. He got around that first player, and it was just like, "Grrr, I'm going to the end zone."
Yeah, he might still be mad. Yeah.
But, man, I tell you, he made that first guy miss, and he was like, I will not be denied. I think if anyone would have tried to grab him from behind, I think he'd have just drug him.
I think OC has the switch, right?
Yes, he does.
You step on the gridiron, instant, I'm angry. He steps off the field, he's just really nice.
Really nice guy off the field.
Really
but
nice.
you know what,
though?
Oh, yeah. People say that they call it that Jekyll and Hyde thing. And I've known guys like that. When they got on that field, man, they would kill you. Literally, no mercy. And as soon as they walked off that field, took their stuff off, and they'd be like, hey, man, what are you doing tonight? You want to go grab a burger or something? You'd be like, dude, you just trying to break my heart.
I think there's a lot of that on this team. I think there's a lot of guys on this team that are very intense when they're on the field. And they're teddy bears when they're off the field.
Nice. Stravolski puts a high angle kick, and they're going to get this about the 7-yard line, and it's going to be – and he's jumping in the air, and the Comets drag him down. I've never been a fan of people who jump in the air because that's dangerous. Ike Slayton on the tackle.
Yeah, it didn't really help.
No, it didn't, along with number 26 for the Comets, and that's going to be Jack Stieferman as well. But, yeah, he jumped in the air, Garrett Mitchell, on a return. I'm not sure why he jumped because there was no hold to go, and no one was diving at him.
Well, it just makes it easier for our defense to grab him around the waist and bring him down.
Basically, it's what they did. He jumped, somebody grabbed him around the waist, and they just drug him down. So first down and 10 for the Tigers, 1:19 left in this quarter. Comets up 27-14, and they're going to give it to his running back. Oh, man! Cozart will get him, but he's going to fight for about at least 6 yards. Man, what a play.
I think Cozart came from the backside.
Yes, he did. Garrett Mitchell on the run, but, man, Cozart came from behind and got him. But he's going to pick up 6 on that play, so it'll be second out. No, they're going to give him 5.
I mean, the hole was huge.
Oh, my goodness, man. That was a huge hole.
Truck to the hole, and luckily Barkley was there. And
they're going to give it right back to – and the ball! The ball is still loose in it. My goodness, Cozart had it, and he flipped in the air, and the ball went right back to the quarterback.
I think somebody kicked it or something and went through the air.
Fumbled the ball, and the ball got kicked in the air and went right back to the quarterback. You couldn't have got any better than that. Seriously.
Well, defense is on a mission right now, you guys.
Yes, they are. They're really – I think they've taken some stuff personally. As we're at 25 and counting, it's third down and 10 for the Tigers. And they're going to get in a quick pass. Nope, he pump fakes. They're going to get him. Yes, they will. Sack him in the backfield. Gain tackle by the Comets, and Barkley goes down there first and gets him and brings him down. And I think he might have beat up one of his own men trying to sack the quarterback.
Slowly getting up. Bryce slowly getting up.
Yeah, Alonzo, but I think that was Barkley bringing him down.
It was Barkley that got in there. You see how fast he got out. I don't think that quarterback expected him to get back there that fast.
Comet defense is in the zone.
Yes, they are. And, folks, that will end the third quarter with your Comets waiting for the punt. It is 4th and 12. Comets lead 27-14 over the Tigers. We'll be right back right after this.
Just like Alexander Hamilton, I am not throwing away my shot. No, I am not throwing away my shot. I'm going to rise up and bring awareness and necessary funds to the San Miguel Middle School. How am I going to do that? By dancing, of course, at the most fun event in Tulsa, Spotlight on San Miguel, Dancing with the Tulsa Stars, October 21st at the Cox Business Center. How can you help? By sharing this video with as many folks as possible and by using a Hamilton from your wallet. Yes, that $10 bill is worth 1 vote. Go to www.spotlightonsanmiguel.org or on your mobile device, type in spotvoting.org. Your vote will be a blessing to San Miguel the way you have been a blessing to me.
We are back, and they faked the punt, and they're trying to throw it to and he's intercepted! The Comets were all over that play as they tried to throw it to – they actually tried to go to Considine with it. And it's going to be intercepted by number 45 for the Comets.
Ike Slayton.
Ike Slayton has been called a lot tonight, and he's had a heck of a game as they tried to fake the punt and throw it to Constantine short. And Ike Slayton stayed right with Constantine, blocking him. As you can see the instant replay, he's right at the top of your screen. He's going to block him and just stay with him, and he never left him. He just stayed with him and looked into the backfield, and when he saw the pass, he just jumped up and took it. So the Comets have it on the 35-yard line of the Tigers. If they punch this in, it's a 3-score game, and then you talk about the defense pinning their ears back. I think I'd have punted that one away, personally.
Yes.
So they give it to Bolton. Bolton's trying to get around the end, and he
he's
does.
room to run.
Yep, and he runs into OC. Had his man blocked, but then he stopped, and he just gets dogpiled after that play. And he's going to get helped up, and everybody's helping everybody up. And it's going to be a gain of about 6 on that play. I'll make it 2nd and 4. OC was blocking, but then he stopped.
Yeah,
and that's when Bolton got.
I don't know. He didn't. Maybe he wasn't sure the ball was coming.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I don't think he knew the ball was coming his way.
Confusion there.
So he kind of held up, and that's when Bolton came right behind him, like, "What are you doing? Don't stop!"
Pick something.
Yeah. Folks, I just want to tell you, it feels good to have all the guys in the house doing this game tonight. It really does. It feels really good. Okay, it's going to be 2nd and 3. Gives it to Bolton. Bolton's dancing around in the middle, and he'll be caught and drugged down. Constantine finishes him off, but he drags the defender with him for a gain of 3, actually, and will get the first down on the tackle, number 55, Tanner Gardner. And the Comets will have it first down with 10:57 and counting in this ball game. Comets in the lead, clock on their side, so this is exactly what you want. On the road, pivotal, district game, you want to have this kind of thing right here. And you want to be able to punch this in right now because momentum is definitely swung your way. He fakes it to Bolton and throws across the middle.
Oh, that's a pass interference.
And they're going to call it, too. O.C. Walker got pushed in the back, and they got him this time. And if that's a 10-yard penalty, that's an automatic first down.
No, he definitely hit him before the ball got there.
Hey, there you go, Coach. There's your favorite. They're talking to him. Was it me, ref? I don't remember doing anything. Was it me? What did I do? Coach, we talked about that last week, but yes, and there you go. Was that me? Really? So this will be a 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down because I don't think they do 15 because it wasn't personal foul, but it should be a 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down, and it is. Right. Ball will be placed on the 17-yard line. And see, Coach, you're right because we have speed in our receivers. They know once the guy makes a turn that if they're not with him, they're going to get burned.
Right.
So he will give it to Bolton. Bolton picks a hole. He dances around. He sees he will be tripped up by Matthew Dale, and he'll gain about 3 on that play to make it 2nd and 7.
Well, I like that we're eliminating mistakes right now.
You're right, Coach. It's almost kind of like we figured it out.
Yeah, we figured it out. We were eliminating some mental mistakes, playing with our heads on right now, and playing just a good, solid blocking game. I mean, we're getting helmets on helmets and getting good blocks and driving the football down the field with no mental errors.
So it's going to be 2nd and 8, 9:55 and counting, and we're going into the band section. So the band is trying to be real loud, and he's going to give it to Bolton. Bolton up the middle. He cuts back, and he just drops his head and runs some people over. He's going to gain some more yards on it. That caught from behind by number 68, and that's going to be.
I think we're just wearing on the Pryor defense right now.
Trey Carnes on that tackle. And it's going to be 3rd down and 5 now. They're giving them 3rd and 4.
Defense has got their hands on their hips.
Yes, they do. All of them do. That front line, all of them have their hands on their hips.
But I'm not sure that's as much tired as it is discouraged.
Well, it looks like we might wait.
A little bit of both, huh?
I think we have whistles blowing. We have an official's timeout. I'm not sure what's going on.
Is this the band deal? Or?
I think he's going to tell the band to knock it off. That would be interesting because that's fan participation.
I don't know. I mean, you watch games like you always watch the college games. The bands always stop playing just before the ball snapped.
Well, but
that's a courtesy though, because I have never seen an official stop the band from doing whatever.
I've never seen it either myself.
Other than playing music, you're not supposed to play music during a play.
Yeah, they're just making noise on their instruments. That's it. Yeah, they might be scolding the band. This is the first. I've never seen this done.
I've never seen that before.
And I think you can yell all you want.
Yeah, you can scream, but you can't play the instruments. I think that's what it is. You can yell and scream, but you can't play the instruments. And the comments
and now we're getting loud.
Yeah, now they're kind of taunting the band like you can't play. He's going over to the band. Yeah, he's going to the band director and tell him to knock it off. This is interesting. He went to the band director and told the band to knock it off. You guys, we have seen some great calls tonight, and some just have me baffled. I got to go home and Google this stuff because I usually try to be up on all my officiating calls, but this has had me stumped.
Did we not get 5 yards for this?
I know fans can't use megaphones and
Yes.
things like that.
Is it a sideline
so
warning?
this would fall under that, I think.
I think so. Nope, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to run it, and McMurray will get it down to the 2-yard, and it will be a first down. And the helmet came off. They're going to help the guy up. And McMurray will get a first down for the Comets. It's going to be first and goal ball on the 2 with 9:12. I'm telling you guys, I have seen it all. Because
no doubt.
I pride myself on trying to know all the calls, and that has just stumped me tonight with the punt and now the band. I can see them saying you can scream but no playing of instruments. I can see that, but I've never seen that call.
Well, I know that, some of the fans on the Bishop Kelly side were wanting to get some of the horns.
Yes, the vuvuzela things, yeah. So Bolden will keep it himself, but he'll walk right in. Actually, he gets tackled 7 yards into the end zone.
That'll shut him.
You're right, Kim.
Yeah, that'll stop the band right there.
Yeah, exactly. Folks, I will promise you I will have a definition next week. Wow, that was more. Talk about a lot of
emotion.
Thank you. That's what. And Stravolsky puts this in sideways. Guys, I parked over there, and I smartly parked like 4 cars down from the uprights. So if he hooks one, I'm in trouble. As you can see, Bolden, they go to the wild package here for the Comets. Bolden will keep it himself as he waits for the snap. And he gets it, and he just follows Bright and company into the end zone, and he gets tackled like 7 yards in. So that was quite a drive, but it was some interesting calls to say the least.
It certainly helped with the pass interference call.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
But still, we're methodically moving the football down the field, and and on the ground we're moving the football. It just tells you we're winning the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
We're winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. We're pushing back, the defense, the front four, and just wearing them down.
Well, you got to give it to the defense. After that third quarter, that first drive for the offense just went haywire. The defense just dialed it up a notch, and it's been almost lights out for these guys. So at 9:08 here, the Comets will be kicking this thing off. They lead by 20 now, 34-14. And this one's going to curl towards the sideline, and it's going to go, and it's going to be touched at the 2. And he's picking it up, trying to go down the sidelines, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. And we're going to have a flag. What happened now?
That's probably after the play.
It is, and it's going to be on the Comets. Yeah. Garrett Mitchell on the return. Now, one thing we have to be careful of, they're going to call everything now. You know what I mean? The coaches need to tell the kids, hey, look, flags are flying everywhere. Keep your head in the game.
Well, don't open your mouth. Put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, you don't have to talk to make a point. Just keep putting the ball in the end zone, and that'll be all the points you need to make. When you start getting penalties like this, you start shifting momentum. You know what I mean? And you don't want that with a 20-point lead right now this late in the game.
And Kelly owns Pryor right now.
Yes, they
big time.
Yeah, they own them in the series. And even Tapana himself as a coach, they've never lost to him. They've never beaten Tapana. So you don't want to start now. As they hand it to the running back, and right there, and the Comets just hold him up, and they let him go after a gain of maybe a yard or 2. And they're going to give him 2.
So you think those were some exchange of words?
Oh, yeah. Oh, somebody said something to somebody. Yeah. Somebody said something. They didn't think they heard. The referee heard it, but they did. So Yeah, the Comets got to hear him get the calls in on defense faster because they almost got caught sleeping there. Low snap, quarterback gets it. He's back to pass. He's trying to throw across the middle. Considine has it. He's looking for some blocking, and he's still on his feet, and he's turning the corner. He's looking for more blocking, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds, and what a play. Considine drag across the middle of the field, and again, we haven't called him all second half until now, really.
Oh, they finally got an opportunity to get the football to him because we'd had so much pressure on that quarterback.
Yes.
And they tried to run the football. They couldn't run the football. They couldn't throw the football. We had pressure on the quarterback. He finally gets the ball away and is able to throw it.
Now, is Considine being recruited by anybody? If not, I would be shocked because this kid can do it all.
Not that I know of it.
And the court running back will have it. He cuts back.
Nice cutback.
And Dale's going to be upended. He's going to be upended by Barkley, but he's going to gain about 5 on that play, so they make it 2nd and 5. And the Comet defense, after giving up a play of 40 yards. So 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 4 as the offense looks to the sideline.
This is where Pryor was successful earlier in their drive. They're running a 2-minute drill. They're running fast.
Yes, they are. And they give it to the running back, and he's looking for a hole, and they say nothing there. Try again. As you're going to – actually, Wolfslayer came out with the ball. I don't know about a stop. He actually came out with the ball. So with 7:34 and counting, it is 3rd down and 2. Are they going to give it 3rd and 4 still? They're going to say he didn't get any yards on that play. No, they're going to give him a yard, so it's 3rd down and 3.
Needs to get set.
And that ball's going to roll. We're going to have a flag, so it's going to be offsides or false start. What do we got? Dead ball. It's going to be offsides on the defense, and that's an automatic 1st down.
Oh, man. 2 big penalties on defense.
Yes, indeed. 2 big penalties. And now the Tigers have new life. Ball will be placed at the 19-yard line? Yeah, it'll be placed at the 19-yard line. And they're waiting to snap the ball. And he gets it. He's going to hand it off. And the running back tries to get out of it. Montrell wraps his legs up, finishes it off by Bryce Alonzo, and along with Jack Barkley. And he goes nowhere, actually loses 2 yards or a yard. So it's 2nd and 11. As the clock continues to roll.
We need to get back up and get in there ready for the next play.
Yes, indeed. And he's looking to pass. Whoa. Wow, they're going to call roughing the quarterback.
No way.
Wow, they're going to call roughing the quarterback on Barkley, and that'll be an automatic 1st down. As he got leveled as he threw the ball, and they're going to say roughing the quarterback. Wow. That play just shocks me.
I want to see that again.
Yeah, see if we can get a replay on that.
Because he was back to pass, and he sidearmed it while Barkley was taking him to the ground, and they said roughing the passer.
Here's a replay. Let's take a look. No, that might have been after the play right there. Man.
Roughing the passer is the call against Kelly.
So the Tigers will have it half the distance to the goal. It should be an automatic 1st down for them. 1st and goal it is. The ball's going to be on the 8-yard line, so 1st and 8. Defense back against the wall. 6:44 and counting left in this ball game once the clock starts.
There's just been some crazy calls in this game.
Yeah. Now we got a sideline warning against the
Pryor.
It's against the Comets.
It's against the Comets.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're complaining about that call, which coach is trying to call timeout.
And we will get a timeout, finally. Man, I think we need that after all the shenanigans that's taken place. It really has.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, after all the shenanigans that's taken place, that you need a timeout to get these kids' heads back together and tell them refocus. Yeah, I mean, I know it was a bang-bang play, but, he basically, I don't know how you not, you know what I mean? Because I guess he buried him into the ground when he tackled him is what they called it on. Because as he was throwing it, he was tackling him. As soon as he let it go, he hit him. I mean, what do you want a kid to do? To pull up when he's right in front of the quarterback, lowering his shoulder into him. So,
well, and evidenced by the receiver having to back and change his direction. The quarterback was hit.
Yes.
Before he released the ball.
Yes, he was. So.
Yeah, because the football went way back behind the receiver.
Exactly.
Oh, what a horrible call. Gosh.
Well, it's over now. So it's first and goal, ball on the 8, 6:44 left in the ball game. Pryor's trying to make this game look more respectable, down 20. He's going to keep it himself. He's trying to outrun and get to the corner. And he's going to be brought down. Tripping him up will be Griffin along with Bryce Alonso finishing him off. So it'll be 2nd down and 5, ball on the 5-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 5 for Pryor.
And you can see both sides, the offense and defense, looking for their play to figure out what they're going to run here. This is probably going to be a quick slant to Constantine. You know that, right? Nobody gives it to his running back. And
he is nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go at all as the Comets just game tackled him right in the middle of the did he get any yards? Are they going to give him 1 or they're going to give him a yard?
He might have had a forward progress.
Yeah, they're going to give him a yard. So it's 3rd and goal, ball on the 4-yard line. I'm telling you, get ready for a slant, a drag by Constantine across the middle of the end zone.
Clock is quickly becoming the enemy of the Coyotes.
Oh, yeah, you're down 20. The clock is not your friend anymore.
There he goes.
And we're going. He's out of bounds.
Now we're going to get a penalty.
Now my thing is this: the ball was uncatchable. It was out of bounds. You can't call pass interference.
It doesn't matter. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, they're going to call pass interference. So it'll be 1st and goal, ball on the 1. Yes, pass interference. So.
Well, not surprising.
Well, I mean, we got a couple call for us, and it's half the distance to the goal, so the ball was on the 4. So
well, it's really hard for us to see it from this far away.
It is.
Over to the opposite side of the field in the corner over there.
And they're going to go right back to him. Get ready. They're going to do it. They're going to go right back to him again because he has height. But
Look for a quick count.
Yeah. They'll probably try to run it. Well, who's taking a timeout now? What happened?
They're trying to reset the dial it down, I think.
It's 1st down. They're trying to get him to put it back on 1st down.
So much for a quick count.
Well, yeah, they didn't get the yardstick right. It's still showing 3rd down. No, they're calling it 3rd down. I thought it was.
Yeah, they were calling 3rd down because it's still 3rd down on the.
Yeah, it's still 3rd down. It's not a 1st down. It's a 3rd down call. I don't know how that worked out, being pass interference, but we'll take it. He has a man in motion, and he's going to give it to us. And the quarterback's going to walk in untouched as the defense crushed down, waiting on the running back, and the quarterback kept it himself, and he will get his 2nd score of the game.
Yeah, I think the motion away from the play moved our quarterback assignment out of the play.
Yes. So at 5:25 left in the ball game, the Tigers are trying to make it look respectable now. It's 20-34.
A tale of 2 possessions right there. I mean, those penalties helped us move the ball down the field. Penalties helped them move the ball down the field.
Well, that big young play by Constantine actually got him down the field.
Yeah,
but then those, the penalties, went along with it. The personal. Oh, Constantine's kicking the extra point. And they didn't have a guy. That's going to be a penalty. Yeah, you got to back him up.
Had a player running last second.
They caught him. They caught him, so they're going to have to back him up and do it again. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have him kick more. I mean, he put it right through the uprights. They're going to call illegal shift.
It's like he barely even kicked his foot. Barely even moved his foot.
I was going to say that, Coach. It's like he barely kicked it.
But can he do it twice?
I don't know. Based on what I just saw, I don't think he'll have a problem.
I don't either.
I don't know if that fire truck should be sitting there, though, if he hits the fire truck.
I think that's why it's there. So they can stop the ball from going in the weeds.
Yeah, those weeds are high. They look like waist-deep weeds back there.
No one wants to go hunting for that ball this late at night.
Yeah, you don't know what kind of critters are back there.
Yeah, no one wants to go hunting for the ball this late at night. So, yeah. You'll come out there with something other than that ball and be running for your life. Trust me on that
one.
Raccoon.
Chewing on your pants. You're trying to run.
So here we go. Re-kick, the extra point. There's the snap, the kick. And it's good. And he hit the telephone pole, and that stopped it from going in the weeds. Awesome. We hit the telephone wire. So with 5:25 left in the game, Comets lead 34-21, which we should be expecting an onside kick. Should we not?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So, Coach, you said you wanted to see what that sight kickoff looks like. We're about to find out probably.
I would like to see that. I would like to see that and then be able to return one from that.
Oh, get it and outrun everybody and go score?
Yeah, outrun everybody around the edge.
Yeah.
Everybody's all bunched up right there in the middle. They squib kick it. We catch it, and we run up the field, down the sideline. Touchdown.
Yeah, all I can think is I got to hear him get to Google. So you do know onside's coming. 5:25 left in the ball game. Each team has 2 timeouts. Fourth quarter. Again, folks, we'd like to thank you for watching. We will be at home next week, and I believe Claremore's coming to town.
Yep. And then we're away for 3 games in a row.
And this is the only home game the Comets have in October.
Yes. And I think, personally, the Comets are waiting on these guys because of the way we took it in Claremore.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, Coach. You wanted the sight kick. Here we go. And they're going to probably pooch it over their head. Yeah, they're probably going to pooch it over their head.
Here we go.
Yeah.
No, he kicks it. Go! Oh.
Good job by the Comets.
That was a good job.
I know.
No, that was a good job. Oh, man.
Dewey Bledsoe on the recovery. He wanted – Coach, I'm with you. If it would have been Bolton would have been up the field. I mean, you know that. If it would have been Bolton or Bright.
Great field position. That was a good recovery. Oh, would have loved to have seen him run that football.
Oh, I'm telling you, if it was Bolton, he'd have been gone. Bolton would have been like, thank you very much. He sure would have. He'd have been like, thank you very much. So 5:25 left in the ball game. Comets can milk all the clock they want, and the Tigers got 2 timeouts left. And he handed off to Bolton. Bolton dances outside, and he's going to dance back inside, and Bolton is going to be forced out of bounds. And they're going to keep the clock running. They said keep the clock running. Yes, indeed.
He made a nice cut to get some extra yards.
Yes, he did, which really impressed me because I thought he was going to just slide and go down after a gain of 8 on that play, make it 2nd down and 2, but he cut back inside and gave himself some more yards, and they said keep the clock running. He went down before he went out of bounds. And so if the Comets are able to punch this in as time winds down, it'll be another 20-point lead again, so. But isn't it like a tale of 2 halves here? The Comets came out first half kind of airing it out and everything, and then this half they came back and just went back to the bread and butter and just started running the ball. They're going to give it back to Bolton. Bolton's in the middle. He dances around. He's going to be caught. Gain tackled. And they finally blow the whistle on him.
Well, we got a good spot according to this ref down here.
Yes, ahead.
Down.
Yeah. Yep,
So
we're going to have a first down. As
plenty of forward progress there.
He'll be helped up. So that will keep the clock going on our side as we got a first down out of that, 4:19. And they should be winding the clock, and they do. 4:19 and rolling here. Again, Claremore's coming to town. Should be a good thing. Definitely want to enjoy that because then after that we go to Hale, right?
I believe you're correct.
We go to Nathan Hale, and that will be over at
Hale,
East Central Stadium. And then I think we come back, and then we get Skytook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nope, we're the other way around. Skytook, Memorial.
Oh, that's right. Go to
Hale.
Memorial. Okay. So Skytook. Yep. So Claremore comes to town. Then we go to Skytook, and then we go to Memorial, and then we go to Nathan Hale. So
Bolton's hurt.
Bolton got hit on the side of his leg. He did. They side-swiped him actually when they took him down. So he's getting off the field real gingerly, but he made it. Get him out the way because there's no sideline. You can see he's kind of frustrated the way he got tackled. But again, another gain of 8, so it's 2nd down and 2, 3:24 left in the game as the clock continues to roll. And Jacob Bright will come in now. And he'll give it to Bright. Bright cuts inside. He dances around. He'll be squared up and brought down.
Jacob Bright on the carry.
On the tackle is going to be Trey Carnes, and he's going to gain a yard, so make it 3rd and 1. And Bolton has not come back yet. They're checking him out, see what he's doing down there. Yeah, they're looking at him. So.
Yeah, and I know Reese Jones is not suited up tonight.
Yeah, Jones didn't suit up tonight either, so we're going to put it all on Bright now. And I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yeah, we have an official's timeout for equipment malfunction, if you can believe that. That's actually a penalty. Since we've been talking penalties and everything, that's actually a penalty. If a young man doesn't strap his helmet on all the way, and if he doesn't put his mouthpiece in his mouth, that is a penalty. And the penalty is actually called
Wardrobe malfunction. No, failure to wear proper attire. I'm sorry, that's what it is. Failure to wear proper attire, and that is a 5-yard penalty.
My wife would say that I do that pretty much every day.
But you're comfortable.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it.
That's the problem. You don't see anything wrong with it. And McMurray's going to keep it still on his feet. He's going to have the first down after they gain tackle.
Yeah.
They stripped the ball. Nope, they're going to say he was down.
It's already blown dead.
Yeah, they said forward progress had stopped. They blown dead. So first down, the Comets will have it with 2:26.
That'll pretty much do it right there.
Well, Pryor still has 2 timeouts, and they're not using them. So
I don't think they will.
You don't think they're going to use their timeouts?
I don't think there's any need to.
Well, true. What are you going to do? I mean, you need 2 more scores to even, to take the lead, and you don't have enough time on the clock to do it. But, yeah, we are going to be home for Claremore next week, folks, which is going to be a big game for us. And then we're on the road to Skytook.
Yeah, Claremore's one of the better teams in the district.
Yes, they are. As Bright gets it, cuts back to a hole, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 4. And we're at 2 minutes and counting now.
Still moving the ball down the field. Now
yes,
they take
indeed.
their timeout.
They're going to take a timeout. Yes, Skytook has finally used a timeout with 1:58 left in the game.
Pryor.
Just to kind of go through our schedule, we talked about Claremore coming. We coming home. We got Claremore. Then we go to Skytook, and we stay in town because we go to Memorial, which we went there to play Edison. And then we go to East Central's home stadium to take on Nathan Hale. We will be visitors there. So we'll be on the road for after Claremore three weeks in a row. And fortunately, the only furthest game away will be Skytook.
Oh, man, is that score right? 70-14, Skytook over Nathan Hale?
That wouldn't shock me.
70-14?
Yeah, that wouldn't shock me.
I do want to see the Guthrie McGinnis. Oh, 31-21 Bishop McGinnis over Guthrie. That was kind of expected. But still, Guthrie scored 21 on him.
Yeah.
Tahlequah, Collinsville, 31. Tahlequah, Collinsville, 21. 31-21 Tahlequah over Collinsville. Yeah, Collinsville is really struggling this year.
But Skytook's not, so they're going to be a fight, especially going. Remember the last time we went there and played them?
Skytook lost to Tahlequah last week. So if I'm thinking that right.
But you do know that's the game we went and the wind was real high, and they waited till they got the fourth quarter and just threw 3 great passes down the field and just took it to us basically.
Well, Skytook beat Tahlequah 38-21 last week.
So here we go. He gets it, gives it over to Bright. Bright gets around the end. He's going to be hit, stood up. They're trying to strip it from him. They're going to go ahead and stop. And they finally blow the whistle dead as they jerk him around. They're going to take another timeout. Yes, they're going to take their last timeout. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. Nope, they said keep the – nope. Okay, we got one ref saying keep the clock going and one ref saying
stop the clock.
Man, this has been a night.
It's been really hard for those guys to get on the same page tonight.
I think that display summed up the entire night of officiating. It really did. That display right there summed up the entire night of officiating. One said, run the clock, and the other one said, no, timeout.
Which way did he go?
Basically, yes.
Oh, 27-26, Owasso over Union in the fourth quarter.
Man, I'm telling you, they probably blocked the extra point.
The battle of the number 1 versus the number 2 in 6A1.
Mm-hmm. Oh, everyone was expecting that.
That's a battle right there.
Yes, sir. That's a ball game. Those are the games you on the edge of your seat, and it's not pretty. Hey, we got another shout-out. Father O'Brien is shouting out. Perhaps the best sign I've ever seen, courtesy of the Pryor High School student section. Jesus loves us for free. Amen to that. That's awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, indeed. Student section. They've been awful quiet over there, too, for a student section, actually. You know, I was expecting a little bit more chaos from those guys. But, you know, our student section, they bring it. And it doesn't matter where we go. Our student section is going to show up. But, you definitely got to love a sign like that. Definitely love a sign like that.
Our parents were loud tonight. The cowbells.
Oh, man. This is the loudest I've seen our parents. And if our parents are watching, if you ever go back and watch this replay, my hat is off to you guys. I love it. The fire, the energy, the cowbells. Keep it up. As McMurray's going to keep it himself. He bounces outside. He's looking for a block. He's going to get around the end. He will have the first down. And there's going to be a personal foul to go with that.
Now back away, back away.
Well, one of his players came to defend him.
That's
so,
Cooper's brother.
Yeah. Cooper was like, hey, don't do my brother like that. You do know that's my brother, right?
Yeah.
You know, with all the base he could probably muster, hey, don't do that again. Or he could give his best Darth Vader, young man, do you understand who you're working and messing with? So that penalty, if it is against Pryor, it'll be half the distance to goal. So that would be half the distance to the goal. So, well, it's the ball's on the 25. You could put it on 15, and then we down to the 5.
Would definitely like to score right here.
Yeah, with 141, but that would just be like the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd really like to score right here.
That would literally be the.
I know the boys would like to score right here.
Oh yeah, especially the way this game's kind of gone. I'm sure they would too. And he's going to give it to Bright. Bright's trying to get outside. He turns the corner. He's going to be upended about the 3-yard line. Bright's been hauling it. I like it. That young man's really making a name for himself here. I haven't seen Bolton up and walking around. He's up. And they look like they wrapped his ankle. He has ice on his foot, like somebody might have stepped on his foot. Yeah. He's going to be back. He's coming back next week. That guy's going to do everything he can.
Yeah,
so he ran out of.
We can't have Reese and him out.
Yeah, I know.
That's just.
So you got time. The clock stopped because he ran out of bounds. 1:33, and McMurray's going to keep it himself.
Did they blow the whistle?
Nope. Yeah, they're going to say false start.
Oh my gosh.
And they're going to call false start.
Jeez.
Easy.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it was.
So instead of the ball being at the 3-yard line, it'll be at the 8. Oh man, you gotta love it, folks. You gotta love it. So here we go. The band's getting active again.
Waving their tubas.
The band's getting active.
Tubas are going crazy back there. They're like chomping at the bit.
2nd and goal, and he fans O.C. Walker far out. And he's going to give it to Bright. Bright cuts back, but he stays off to his side. He spins, still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down about the 4-yard line.
He really wants to score.
Yeah, he does.
Love to see him get in the end zone.
So the ball on the 4-yard line, 1:14 and counting. Well, if we do score, that's going to be an interesting handshake at the midfield mark.
Well, I mean, I think they would do the same. I mean, we're right there knocking on the door.
Yeah, very true. Very true. But this is district play as he gives it to Bright. Bright's just going to be wrapped up and brought down.
He put it in the center for a field goal.
Yes, and they're going to bring Stravosky. Yep. They're going to bring him in for a field goal. So that's smart. You didn't try because they could have punched it in. They could have easily went jumbo and gave it to McMurray to just walk right in, basically. But again, someone will say you could have knelt down. You had time. We had no timeouts. But one thing I've learned about football, I had a coach tell me best: it's not my job not to score. It's your job to stop me. So here we go.
Running out of time. He took a timeout.
Yep, that'll be the end of the game right there.
Yep.
7 seconds.
So we have to do something now. We can kneel down and end this. You know what I mean? Because we don't have to,
We can certainly kick it. I mean.
I love it, Coach. I love it. Coach.
Dalton gets the points, right?
Dalton is like, if not number 3, he has to be number 2 now.
We own you.
Yes. Dalton, I think he has to be almost number 2 now. So, he got a chance to celebrate with Dad last week on the field. Dad had his jersey retired, and it was actually really good to see.
That was pretty cool.
It really was.
And he's got to be proud of Dalton, too.
Oh, my goodness, man. His son can almost walk right in his footsteps practically and just go college as a good kicker because he's going to get bigger. He's going to get stronger. He'll be able to kick him further. and then he make it to the NFL, man, nothing beats a solid kicker. Even if you can't kick 50, you know what I mean? But if you can kick 45, that's still good in the NFL. And here goes the band. They're making noise. Now, Stravolsky could actually nail somebody in the band with it, and it is good.
Oh, he clears the bandstand.
I would have drilled it right at him. That's just me, though.
He cleared it. He cleared the bandstand, man. I'm telling you.
He did.
Boot.
He put it right over the word Pryor, actually. So with 4 seconds left in the ball game, Comets lead by 16, 37-21. Squib kick, and this thing's pretty much done. We hope Bolton is going to recover quickly from that ice on the foot, because we're definitely going to need those guys against Claremore. Definitely going to need them against Claremore. But we'd like to thank everyone for watching and listening where you are. All the tweets, even the ones from the stands, great. We love it. You guys have been awesome. I hope we are definitely entertaining you guys. And, again, I will have some answers from some of these calls that we saw tonight, just to even for clarification for myself.
We pray whatever your destination is tonight that you have a safe trip home.
Definitely. So don't forget, we will be home taking on Claremore next week. So be out, be ready. Let's have a good time. Parents, again, I commend you greatly for your fire, your energy, your loudness, the cowbells, everything, and a squib kick. And it's going to be down with 3 seconds left after he knelt down. So I'm sure I would just back everybody up. If I was coach, I'd put everybody 20 yards back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And just let them throw the Hail Mary and just wait for the ball. Because I don't see them kneeling down here. I really don't. If they do, I will be surprised, but I don't see them kneeling down here at all. And the Comets are out there right up on the line. They're probably going to try to see if they can get a sack to end this game. Nope, he's going to hand it off to his running back, and he is off to the races. And he's going to be wrapped up, and they're going to blow it dead. And that will be your ball game, folks. Folks, we appreciate it. Your Comets victorious on the road, 37-21 over the Pryor Tigers. Great work, great game. Guys, what do you think?
Well, bigger win than last year. 31-21 was the score last year. So I like that, definitely. I mean, we're coming up with a big-time game against Claremore. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, and there were some things, some issues that went on with that game last year when we played at Claremore.
Yes.
So, I mean, look for us to be fired up because we're going to be away for the next 3 games after that.
Coach, Kev?
Not to take anything away from Claremore, because I think their players did an outstanding job tonight, but I think the second half turnaround in the Comets' intensity was due to the referees and the calls.
It might have been. I agree with you. It might have been because they stepped their game up after those quirky calls that we saw. And, again, they stepped up when they could have let it bother them, and this could have been a closer game. But they locked down, and they just gave Pryor everything they could handle.
And it seems like the last 2 weeks we've kind of been a second-half team. You know, we really come out in the second half last week and because kind of starting out stale in the first half, and kind of like this game as well. You know, we come back in the second half and do a much better job, I think, on defense and offense. But I think the Claremore game will be one of our biggest tests this year.
Yes, I agree with you, Coach. I do. Because Claremore's a good team. And like I said, we went to Claremore last year and pretty much got ambushed out there. So it'd be interesting to see how we fare at home and see if we not return the favor but just come out with a good win, knowing we're going to be on the road.
Well, and last year's score against Claremore was 21-7.
Yeah, we try every time we try to make a comeback, we fumbled, interception, or a penalty. I mean, it was just everything, like the wheels just fell off. Everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Yeah, I think offense next week is going to be a little more precise. They're going to have to get the timing down a little bit better on our passing game. I mean, I think that will be key in really making a solid win against Claremore. This win here was fantastic. What a great job by everybody and a great effort by everybody. A lot of guys, some of the guys playing both ways, just doing a great job. Really work hard, great intensity. It was a great win.
Well, again, we definitely need Bolton to be healthy for next week, and we need the hybrid to be back out there with us too, because we need some ground and pound definitely for this Claremore team that's going to be coming to town. We got a final score. Yep, Bishop Kelly 37, Pryor 21. BK goes to 4-1 on the season, 2-0 in district. We're home at Claremore next week, folks. We definitely hope you can. If you can't make it, please watch. We'll be glad to call the game for you. Again, glad to have both of you guys back in the booth. I really am. I missed you guys. Kevin, we missed you. Glad to have you back.
You.
Glad you were able to get back up and running again.
Nice to be back.
Oh, yeah. Believe me, you were missed because I had to do a little bit of everything, and to know when you know how important somebody is when they're gone and you have to start picking up the slack. Then you're like, yeah, you need her to come back. But again, for Blazik and all the students that helped get this thing together, great job. They put this thing together, and that's like I said, they're like a well-oiled machine hooking this all up. So we appreciate you for watching and being with us, even though we had technical difficulties. We were able to get in sync, and we're rocking and rolling. You guys have a great night. I am Sam Harbin.
Coach Axe.
And Kevin McMillan. You've been watching Comet Football on BKTV.live.